Ah ha ha! Covering the hair of shame. And I moved to the right and I'm going left. Oh well. That's why I don't like this camera. So, today is JaViMo number 4. And it is, what did you want to be when you grew up? Now, I have to warn you right now, this will probably go straight up to the 15-minute limit because I tend to ramble and there's quite a few things I wanted to go over. So, I keep having this window pop up. If you ever notice in videos that I'm staring at my screen and not into the camera, it's because I have this window that constantly pops up and I'm closing it. Also, right here, it's showing my duration of capture, and then it shows the drop frame rate, and I constantly am checking the frame rate because every now and then my frame rate will just nosedive. So I freak out and I sometimes have to stop my video, so I'll keep an eye on it. But I'll try to talk to mainly you this time. How are you doing? I do have to apologize. I'm feeling a little weird because I had to go meet my mom. I was borrowing some money from her, and I smiled, and apparently I chipped my tooth quite a while back. I chipped it some more, and this made it noticeable. So I just spent the last hour with my mom and my mama telling me every dentist in town that takes my insurance. I can't even remember any of their names now. So, today's JaViMo. What did I want to be when I grow up? The list is long, and I might ramble, so it might go for a little bit. Job number 1. I gotta remember, use the right hand. Job number 1, I wanted to be a BMX rider because my dad had a big hill of dirt delivered to his yard and then he never used it, but then it kind of got slanted. So I rode my bike on it. I was like, oh, if I could get paid to, at 8 years old, if I could get paid to do this, this would be the best job in the world. Thinking back on it, it's kind of a boring thing. Although, at this point, if I got paid lots of money to ride a bicycle around, I think I'd do it. Ah, there goes my frame rates. Job number 2. I wanted to be a firefighter. Not in the sense that normal kids want to be a firefighter, as in big truck, loud noises, I get to spray a water hose. No, I wanted to be a firefighter because my papa was a firefighter. He was the chief of the fire department here. So all these harrowing tales, it just filled me, and I was like, I want to be a firefighter. Then, that idea got shot down quickly. Teffy, little baby Teffy, 10-year-old Teffy, you are 5 foot, you're going to end up being 5'1" on a good day, wearing shoes, standing on a hill. You're a hobbit. You can't lift a 250-pound man out of a burning fire and drag him outside. Yes, I know there are lifting techniques to help you with this, but it eventually hit me, because even now I still have that twinge to want to go and do that. I know I am not secure enough, even if I knew that, to risk someone's life on that. That if I was the one that had to save that person, that I could, in that situation, do it. So, I have struck off firefighter. The next job I wanted was a storm chaser. Not because of the movie Twister. Maybe a little bit because of the movie Twister, but then again, I kind of have this crush on Helen Hunt. It is Helen Hunt, isn't it? The blonde one. I thought she was pretty good looking. I've always been fascinated by weather. There was a short period in my life where I was terrified of weather, but that was due to something else. I am absolutely fascinated by weather. 100% fascinated by it. I love everything about lightning. I love everything about storms, clouds. I love it. It is my, other than Xena, because that's okay, we'll break it up. Fantasy obsession, real life obsession. I am this meteorology, geology nerd. Everything about, weather. I am like an old person with the Weather Channel. I will sit there and I will watch the Doppler radar like it is the races. A few weeks back, a big storm hit the Polite Horse, and she texted me, "Oh shit, stuff, shit done blown up over here." Boom! I was on the Weather Channel. I was loading the radar. I'm sending her text messages, pictures of the radar. I was like, Oh man, it's all kinds of red and yellow and green, and it is heading your way. It is right over you right now. Wagon Wheel Town is being destroyed. And there's lightning and there's hail and there's gusting winds, and it'll be over in about 10 minutes. You hold in there. Which was okay because she was holed up with some tortillas in a cabinet. So she was okay. Exciting. Yeah, I never went into meteorology because of two things. One, I am not very good with math. And this is going to sound weird. I'm not good with basic math. I can't multiply. I can't subtract. I can't. Basic math skills I cannot do. I am a wizard at algebra and geometry. In fact, I love algebra and geometry, but I cannot do basic math. And the second thing was like a topography map with the bar system, the closer the bars, the farther the bar. I never understood that, and I hate those types of maps. So when it got into, there was a meteorologist named Barry Brandt visited our school. I told him my interest in it. They started sending me stuff, learning about meteorology. It was a little over my head at the time because this is for older children. I read it. I loved it. I obsessed over it. And then it got to the math and the algorithms and the map and topography maps and the bar system maps. And I was just like, I still love weather though. And if there's a bad storm, if you go through my YouTube channel, there are storm videos. I mean, there could be shit getting blown, and I'm outside going, this is amazing! You know, that will probably be my last video, is someone's going to find my camera, and it's going to be like, oh, it's so... Yeah. The next job I just absolutely wanted more than anything in the world was to be a stunt double. This was my dream. I want to be in acting. I want to do acting. My thing is, and contrary to my YouTube channel, I'm a very shy person. Because right now, I'm staring at Hal the lens. You know, I can bullshit with Hal the lens all day long because, you know what, lens? You ain't moving. 2 sets of eyes on me, it's over. Completely over. I'm just like, love me? You know. I wanted to go into acting, too shy. And then I love stunt work. Without stunt work, you're really not going to have much of a movie. And then you got to think about stunt actors. There's Zoe Bell. Love Zoe Bell. She was Lucy Lawless's stunt double on Xena. She then went on, she got picked up by Quentin Tarantino to be Uma Thurman's stunt double in Kill Bill. And now she is an actress. They love her so much, she is in her own, like, action movies. Bitch Slap, I think, is one of them. I still haven't watched that movie all the way through, but I do know I love it. I love Zoe Bell. The next one is Ray Park. He started off as a stunt double for Raiden in the absolutely atrocious Mortal Kombat Annihilation. My sisters will get this. Blonde hair, red hair, blonde hair, red hair. Strawberry blonde, you know. Absolutely atrocious movie, but it's so atrocious you can actually distinguish Ray Park between the guy playing Raiden, which is cool. I like Ray Park. He went on to play Toad in X-Men. Well, he was Darth Maul in Star Wars. Toad in X-Men. He cannot remember his name. He was a bad guy in Ballistic X vs. Server. Absolutely atrocious movie. I love it with all my heart. He has been slated. He's going to play Danny Rand in Iron Fist, but they keep pushing it back. So that might not ever happen. He was Snake Eyes in G.I. Joe. You know, so he's taking off. I always wanted to be a stunt double. There is actually a stunt school in Australia, WTF, Mike. You know, there's amazing stunt school. You do the horse stunts, you do car stunts, rolling stunts, building stunts, jumping out of a building. Problem happened a few years ago. I got hit on the back of my head extremely hard on a Gravitron ride. I don't know if you did state fairs here. They have this, you spin, you're on a slidey chair and it slides up, but there's so much gravity because you're spinning that you're stuck to the wall. Well, before the ride got going too fast, I had lifted my head and it kicked up in a high speed, and my head went back before the chair went up. So I cracked my head on the back of a metal pole, and I was kind of stuck like that for the duration of the ride. Queasy nausea. And ever since then, I have unbelievable motion sickness. If I see something going around, if I'm up on something tall and I look down, sick. It's actually getting a lot better, so hey, maybe. I was actually almost used for stunt work for another actress, but that never took off, so I'm not going to talk about that. And it turns out she now does her own stunt work. Finally, I started making videos. So this is my dream job, making videos, not so much talking all the time, but I'm hoping eventually I'll have the equipment to where I can start making videos I like, or things I've written, because I also write. But the way I write, I'm not a very good writer, because I see it in my head how you would a video. So I see it in my head, and when I go to write it down, it's utter shite. It's complete shite. It just, you're like, oh, and then Bill, walked over to the tree and slapped the bark. Oh, meddlesome tree. It's like really bad. But visually, it looks really good in my head. So hopefully I'll eventually get to where I can start making videos. And that's just, it started off as a hobby. And it's grown into, it's who I am now. I love making videos. Not for the recognition, but I love actually getting it out of my head and visually seeing it. I currently work, and I never expected to work. I'm a photo developer. I thought I was being hired as a cashier. It turns out they need me for the photo lab, which is good because I have a background in computers. Not certified. My mom was a computer technician, so grew up learning about the computer, so they kind of want to keep me around because I fix everything. Don't ever tell anyone you can fix something. Right now, though, I hate my job. I hate it so much. And it's honestly not because of my workplace. It's a little because of my workplace. It's the customers. Sorry. Yep, they're needy. They're so much more needy than they used to be. And most of my... it's getting to where I'm like, I need to be able to get away. Usually I get like this, though, and I just need vacation time. Which I still have a week of vacation left, which I'll take that at the absolute snapping point. For the future, though, I still have no idea what I want to be. And that's the sad part. I'm 25 years old, and I haven't settled on a career. How awful. I will say, though, if Paris Hilton retires, and you need to fill a slot, with somebody that's not going to do absolutely anything and be ungodly rich, I'll take it. I mean, I'll enter a death race. I'll kill people for it. You know what? If I could just be Paris Hilton's friend and could borrow money, I'll do it. I'll walk around and I'll be like, that's hot, and I got this shit I said last week. I'll do it. I'll suck up my pride and my self. I'll do it. Honestly, though, and it's a joke goal. My joke goal for the rest of my life is, my goal in life is to dethrone Ellen DeGeneres. Somebody needs to take over the monarchy. I need to be next in line for that. I do. So, I told you, I was going to hit right at 15 minutes. So, my answer, lots of answers. Now, that is JaViMo numero 4.